From Dusk Till Dawn, but better. Sinners, Ryan Coogler. His best movie? I think Black Panther is overrated. I don't like Black Panther 2. Creed is good. Creed 2 is eh. Is that all the movies he's made? Fruitvale Station, did he make that movie? I have no idea. But, yeah. It's a genre mix of several movies. It is a horror movie, a drama, and a musical. It's kind of a musical. It might turn people off, but it works well in this movie. Yeah, so Michael B. Jordan stars as him and a twin of himself. This is the best, like, two people in a movie ever done. That you don't see a lot of trick shots to make it happen. It's done better than anything else. Two very distinctive personalities. Smoke and Stacks, cool names. They're two gangsters. They come from Chicago. They have a bunch of money from, well, they reveal later on. And they want to open up a juke joint from a big barn thing they bought. And just make it like a club. And everyone goes there, dances, pays the money, and yada, yada. And that's the whole plan. And it's really about their relationships with a lot of people in town. It's about music and the cultural effect of music, which is interesting and I didn't expect. And it's also about vampires. So, yeah. I'll go with the cons. Editing was wonky. That's a wonky-ass editing. So, random quick cuts at points that I thought was just bizarre. Delroy Lindo, phenomenal in this movie. Where his thing ends is silly. I also, it has what is a scene that pretends it's an after credit scene. That don't bother me. It shows credits, and then 10 seconds later, it shows a whole scene that's like 5 minutes long. And I'm like, why didn't this end the movie? Why even have credits when you're gonna do this 20 seconds after the credits? I don't understand the point of that. Pros, Michael B. Jordan's best performance. My screen was all out of focus the entire theater I went to was out of focus the entire. It drove me crazy. Delroy Lindo is phenomenal. I love his character. All the characters were good, and it did something that most horror movies don't, where it built up all the characters first and gave you reasons to care about them. It very much is From Dusk Till Dawn with the whole something is happening now. I know where vampires show up, but it does it better because at least hinted the vampires throughout the film prior. And From Dusk Till Dawn does it so randomly. I don't like From Dusk Till Dawn. I think From Dusk Till Dawn is a very entertaining criminal, like Quentin Tarantino movie, and then it just turns into a vampire movie out of nowhere. It's doing like what The Birds did, but less effectively. It's not really scary, but it works. Haley Steinfeld is sexy. Wonderful in this movie. There's one scene that went on too long where he meets this fat woman that he's in love with, and it goes on way too long. Oh my god. But I liked that it had history. I liked that everybody had character. Everybody had importance. Everybody had some reason why they were in the movie. They had some history to them. They didn't feel like slasher, cutouts just to die. They felt like real characters, everybody. They all had screen time. It's kind of a long movie, but it does work. I think it's 2:17. You can save off 17 and just make it 2. But it does work as a 2-hour movie. The vampire stuff is very entertaining. I love that it goes with old school rules. The favorite of the old school rules is you have to invite me in. That's my favorite. Big, tall doorman guy is one of my favorite characters. A lot of personality, very funny looking. The music, being a cultural thing that goes through time, was very unique and odd and interesting. So I applaud the movie for being very unique. It's not like any movie I've seen. I'll give it that. It's a very unique, stands on its own movie. Overall, very entertaining. 4 out of 5. Very entertaining movie. I'm glad it's getting a lot of respect. I'm glad it's getting a lot of high Rotten Tomato score, because I'm like, I want horror movies to get in there. And this one is a crowd-pleasing horror movie. I do think it's not as a niche horror movie like an A24 Neon movie. It does have a lot more crowd-pleasing stuff in it. And it's funny. It has a lot of funny moments. Very funny characters. So, Delroy Lindo is being the best by far. But the Sammy kill was good. So, yeah, good time.